Breeders Cup and a lot of action out on the track. New Century now out on the turf course, preparing for the Breeders Cup Juvenile Turf.
New Century for Oisín Murphy, Andrew Boulder. He won the Summer Stakes. We've seen him. I was really impressed with that performance. This is good form. Alcudra comes back for Charlie Appleby, but this was a really good performance. I thought I was impressed with it. This race has been productive for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf, and not as far as winners, but horses come out of the summer and they run well. I think this horse is a big threat in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf.
Mentioned Alcudra in there as well. We talked to Charlie Appleby yesterday, and I don't know if you heard, Simon, but I think a lot of people were thinking, oh, he had a little bit of a traffic issue or whatnot. Yep. And Charlie was like, no, we were really happy with that draw. This horse was just better. So if you were thinking that maybe Alcudra could turn the tables, I feel like Charlie kind of reaffirmed that this horse was a little bit better than him on that day.
Yeah, Oisín Murphy aboard because he's the retained rider for Qatar Racing. He actually rode another horse who's in the race called Seagulls 11. We heard on the show yesterday, I was watching, Hugo Palmer was interviewed. And Oisín Murphy was the one that suggested to Hugo Palmer to send Seagulls 11 after having ridden the Summer Stakes. So that's a good endorsement there. But yeah, again, another horse that looks good, travels well. The equipment they have on the hind legs, I had a couple of people tweet me this week and ask me what are those things. We see polo bandages, ace bandages here in the United States. In England, they wear these felt, it's basically a piece of felt cloth that ties around the horse's ankle and hangs down to prevent any nicks and cuts. They used to call it a Yorkshire boot back in the day, so it has the same effect. But somebody tweeted me, it's like, oh, that bandage is coming off. No, that's not the case. It's meant to be like that.
New Century finishing up strong here for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf. Who we got behind us here, Michelle? You're pointing to somebody.
Oisín Murphy.
Oh, there he is. Morning.
Morning. How does that work? Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Didn't do anything serious.
Yeah.
All right. He seems very serious.
Yeah.
He's always very, he's very smart. Like, I did a golden hour show with him last year, and I had never really had a big conversation with him, and all of a sudden, we're sitting down to do an hour-long show together. He's so clever. He's very insightful. He absolutely knows what he's talking about, and he's able to give that to you, which is not what you always get, right?
British champion jockey.
He's fantastic.
We talk about, jockeys overcoming a lot of things. He's battled a lot of issues on and off the racetrack, kind of resurrected everything. He had to sit on the sidelines for a year and a half, came back as the British champion jockey, 160 winners this year. I don't think people understand how hard that is to do, because here, obviously, a lot of the jockeys are riding in one track for 2 or 3 months at a time. To be British champion jockey, I mean, you have to constantly be in the car, get home 1, 2 in the morning, work horses, drive all over the country. So he's had a fantastic season.